Now for the stator install, just slide the wires through the hole, push the grommet into place. If you want to, put a little bit of grease on it so that it seals a little bit better, and then press the stator up. Once you've got it centered, you can kind of see how my holes are a little bit off for my timing plate mod. That's where it was in stock position. My hole's just half a millimeter off or so, so you don't need to go that far in when you're doing the mod. So I'm going to go through and drill out those 3 holes a little bit better, and then install the 3 screws that hold the timing plate in place. Now that I have the timing plate and the stator installed, I'm going to install the flywheel. Once again, make sure your flywheel key is in place right there, and that's got to line up with the notch in the flywheel, which is right there. Go ahead and slide that on, and then Loctite the nut and put the nut on. Now I installed the stator. Make sure the flywheel key is lined up with that notch. The best bet that I had was to just get down at eye level with it and then watch inside the hole with a flashlight, and then make sure it was lined up, because that key can actually move. Since it's a moon shape, it can slide around. So once you think you have it in place, spin the stator, and the crank should spin in conjunction with the stator, no matter what. Now put a pretty good amount of blue Loctite on here, and then install the screw. And the torque spec is going to be 58 foot-pounds, so I'm going to do 60 foot-pounds for that nut that holds the flywheel on. Make sure you use Loctite, because this will come loose if you don't. So make sure you use Loctite on this one. And there's the setup I did to get that 60 foot-pounds. Wasn't very hard. 17 millimeter socket. Now I'm going to install my sprocket and my case saver. First put your sprocket on. Then you're going to put your lock washer on. Then you're going to install your nut. The torque spec for the front sprocket nut is going to be 60 foot-pounds. So I'm not going to be able to do that until I have it in the quad. So I'm just going to snug it up as much as I can now, and then install this piece with the O-ring, and then put the case saver over it.